I started playing piano when I was 6 years old, and always since then it's been, for me, a great way to make me feel better when I'm not feeling good. Like, come home from school and something bad could have happened during the day and you have it all worked up inside me, and then come home and play piano and it just takes my mind off it completely, and it'll just completely change how I feel that day. So really, music has a big impact on me that way, because it can just completely change my emotions from being really sad to being really happy really quickly.
I started playing music when I was about 7. My older brother got a guitar and I wanted to be just like him, so I got a guitar too, but he kind of lost interest after a while, but I stuck with it, and now I'm 16 and I'm still playing. I play guitar pretty much every day. I love playing with other people and learning new things off other people and how they play, just bouncing off different instruments. I love music. I just enjoy it. It makes me happy.
So I've been playing guitar since I was about 10, and even before then, music was something that was so important to me. And I guess whenever I'm performing, I'm getting up on stage and all these eyes on me, and my palms are sweating and my hands are shaking. And if I sit down, my knee's going to be jumping, and I know it. And you know, I think, oh my god, how can I do this? And it's so hard to breathe. And then as soon as I start playing that first note, it's like none of that matters. And it doesn't matter if there's 100 people or 10, it's just me and my guitar, and that's all that's important to me. And as soon as the song's over, I'm back to being nervous and shaking and an absolute wreck. But while I'm playing, it's just me. I guess music has a way of making me feel safe, and no matter where I am, I take my guitar with me everywhere, and if I'm playing, I'm home. So it's like just a home in a case, really.
I started drumming when my dad had a big party for his 50th birthday. He had a group of musicians over at our house, and I was fascinated with the drummer from the start. My parents realised that, and for my next birthday they got me a drum kit, and I was playing on that for 7 years. I started taking lessons for 4 or 5 years, and I've stopped taking lessons now, playing around with a lot of different musicians, a lot of different types of music, and met some great people through it. Drumming is really fun. I enjoy it. Recording, there's just endless possibilities that you can do with the music. I love learning new pieces of music and all different types of genres, getting together with different musicians, and when you're all playing together and the song just comes together and it sounds amazing. That's pretty much the most rewarding thing in music. Gigging is great fun, playing for others, presenting your music when you have really good musicians that play with you.
The main instruments I play are piano, violin and guitar, but guitar is by far my favourite. I've been playing for about 2 years, and I started when my sister and my mom went to a guitar lesson and I tagged along. I've been playing ever since and I absolutely love it. It's my favourite thing to do when I come home from school. It's my #1 hobby. Me and 2 musicians from my year started jamming and playing music together about 3 months ago, and since then we've formed a band, and since then we've become a lot closer, become a lot better friends, and it's a lot easier to talk to them and communicate with them in general now as well. That's what I love about music. I think it really brings people together and forming friendships.
I love to play music. It's one of my favourite things to do. I try and play at any moment I can get. I play when I come home from school. I even play during lunchtime in school. And I go into my own little world whenever I'm playing, and it's just me and my instrument. And I find it really amazing that when you're playing your instrument, you're so varied how much you can play on it. For instance, a piano has just got 88 keys. But the amount of different types of music you can play on it and the different pieces is just so amazing and so varied. I play sort of about 10 instruments maybe, so that means that I can play a really wide variety of genres and different types of music. So then that means I also get to meet loads and loads of different types of people. For instance, I'll meet people from different music scenes, you know, the Irish music or rock music, anything. So that's something that's really great. I've made loads of friends through music, and loads of friendships I've already had with people have been really strengthened. It's like we have this mutual understanding, something we have in common, and that really brings us together. I've also just met loads and loads of new people, loads of different types of people, become friends with different people through just this one thing, music, which is a massive thing really. Music has always been a really large part of my life. My dad plays music and he plays loads and loads of instruments. And he's always played music for me ever since I was really small. So the music is always something that's been instilled in me really. Music has always been a really big part of my life, and I think it always will be. And my life just really wouldn't be the same without it. I just really love music.
I started playing music when I was 8 years old. Ever since then I haven't stopped. I thoroughly enjoy it. Once I start playing, I cannot get off it. I've made so many friends through playing music, and it's just been a huge part of my life. Recently I've been going into the old people's home. I just go in and all their faces just brighten up. They're delighted to see me. I'm so glad that I have that effect on them, and it's just really nice. I leave after just feeling like, yeah, I've brightened up someone's day. That's what really the kick in music is for me. It's just I brighten up someone's day. That's all that really matters to me.
Tolly would come to us at lunch breaks and tell us about how he'd go down and play music in his local retirement home, and he talked about the happiness it brought to everyone there. And we thought, wouldn't it be great if we could bring the same happiness to the elderly people who lived right next door to our school. So our little music group decided we'd go down to play music for the elderly people, you know, to just try and brighten up their day.
quite exciting, wasn't it?
So did you enjoy the music that we played for you yesterday?
I did indeed.
Yes, I did. It was alright, but my old head couldn't take it, but it was so loud.
Yes, very much.
Yeah. How did it make you feel? Did it like brighten up the day or?
Well, yes, it was something different to look at.
More elated, less depressed.
We sit here and it's the same view every day. It's something different, nice.
Yeah.
There's no music sometimes.
Did you have a favourite piece that we played? Did you like the singing or the piano?
I like the piano better than singing. I always do.
I do kind of like any kind of music.
Yeah. Piano was wonderful.
Did you ever play any instruments when you were younger?
No, I didn't. We weren't anyway musical.
I played the fiddle on one boy years and years ago. No. I had 3 sisters that played the organ in the churches and things. And I said I'd learn too, but I got as far as learning the 5-finger exercise.
I used to when I was a girl.
What did you play?
Piano.
Oh yeah, so that was nice there.
Piano lessons.
Yeah. How long did you play for?
Well, until I was about 14, I suppose.
We were quite young. We couldn't sing, so we left it at that.
Well, they did all the time music on the organ and the fiddle. And the whole lot then.
Did you dance at all?
Oh yes, I did.
What type of dance did you do?
Ballroom dancing mostly. Waltzing and quick stepping. All that sort of stuff.
I used to do dancing, I used to enjoy dancing. I don't do it now, of course. Can't take this from me.
And what type of dancing did you do?
Oh yes, ballroom. When I was very young, we used to have ballet dancing.
I did. Done a lot of it in my young days. Waltzing and sets and things like that. Well, I could jump around the floor, dancing.
Have you ever been to any musical concerts?
Yes, I have, but not very often.
Yeah.
I don't have the opportunity.
Yeah.
I was, several times.
We didn't much.
No? Did you see any live music being played?
This is long, long ago. All we saw was the piano accordion for dancing, Irish dancing.
What was that like to see music
It
live?
was lovely, enjoyable.
Did you ever go to Kaylee's when you were younger?
Oh yes, I did. We had a cottage fairly near us and we went there regularly, as often as we could get out from home, and spent a few hours of the evening, night, dancing there.
And would there be live music? Would people be playing music
Oh
there?
yes, the woman of the house was playing the piano accordion. She was very good at it. She played it until the day she died in Clonakilty.
Has the music changed much since when you were younger to now?
Oh yes, definitely.
How so?
I like it better.
Do you like it better
Yes,
these days?
Yes.
Oh,
It's got more life.
Well, it has changed a lot of life.
Long ago it was all Comali and ballads and that, which I understood. I don't understand the music now.
Do you prefer the music from when you were younger?
I do.
Are there any questions you'd like to ask the musicians?
No, I just enjoy it so thoroughly.
Yeah.
I wouldn't dream of questioning it.
Oh, I know much about music. I'm too old for that. Anyone that's gone 85.
The music is important to you, is it?
Yes, very.
Oh yes, I do like music, yes.
I love music, but not too loud at the moment.
Would you like us to come in more often?
Yes, it's quite nice.
I would of course.
Well, I suppose it would be wonderful if you could.
Famous.
1, 2, 3.